From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, everything we know and love exists because of the Big Bang. But what happened after that? How did we go from a hot, dense point smaller than an atom to the sprawling, magnificent cosmos we call home? Well, let's take a journey through the entire timeline of the cosmos, from its explosive birth to the world we live in today. 0 seconds to 1 second, the primordial flash. In the first trillionth of a second, the universe expanded faster than the speed of light. This period of rapid growth is known as cosmic inflation. There was no space, no time, no matter, not even light. Only an unimaginable amount of energy, total chaos, and infinite potential. It was only when the universe had expanded and cooled slightly that particles began to form. At this stage, there was no matter as we know it, only energy. The most fundamental particles in the universe, quarks, electrons, and gluons, which combined in various ways to form larger particles such as protons and neutrons. But even at this early stage, the seeds of future galaxies were already present, tiny variations in the distribution of energy created by quantum fluctuations. 3 minutes, the first elements. By just 3 minutes old, the universe had expanded 1,000-fold and cooled enough for nuclei to form. This period, known as Big Bang nucleosynthesis, saw the creation of the first light elements, hydrogen, helium, and a sprinkle of lithium. At this point, the universe was too hot and chaotic for larger elements to form, and gravity was too weak to hold atoms together. So the cosmos remained a hot, dense fog of primordial gas. 380,000 years, the first light. As the universe continued to expand and cool, subatomic particles finally began to slow down enough to form atoms. Protons and neutrons combined to form nuclei, and then captured electrons to form neutral atoms, mostly hydrogen and helium. Light was no longer trapped by the charged particles that filled the early universe. This is the moment of the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light we can still detect today. The light from this era stretched by the expansion of the universe into microwave wavelengths, revealing an almost perfectly uniform glow all around us. 100 million years. The first stars ignite. With the first atoms came the first light. Stars ignited as gravity pulled together huge clouds of hydrogen. These stars were massive, short-lived, and extremely bright. They produced heavier elements in their cores, which were released into space when the stars exploded as supernovae. These explosions and the winds from the dying stars created the dust and gas needed for new stars and planets. The first galaxies began to emerge. 1 billion years, supermassive black holes and galaxies. One of the biggest shocks to astronomers in recent years came from new research conducted by the James Webb Space Telescope. In 2023, scientists analyzing data from the JWST unexpectedly discovered fully formed galaxies and even supermassive black holes less than 1 billion years after the Big Bang. This discovery suggests that the early universe was more structured and developed more quickly than previously thought. It also raises questions about what could have triggered the formation of these early galaxies and how they evolved over billions of years. More research is needed to understand these structures and rewrite our understanding of the early universe. 9 billion years. Earth is born. In a quiet corner of the Milky Way, our solar system forms from the remnants of a supernova. Earth, a blue planet rich with water and the chemistry needed for life, begins to swirl around an average star. Over the next 4.5 billion years, life will evolve, rise, and eventually reach us. 13.8 billion years. Today, you, me, us. In a universe that began in absolute chaos, somehow consciousness emerged. Here we are, looking out at the stars and contemplating the very nature of our existence. Stars shine, galaxies spin, time flows, and the universe continues to expand. But perhaps most remarkable of all is that we are here to witness it. We are the universe, exploring ourselves. And yet, this may be just the beginning. For all we know, the universe could be infinitely vast and timeless. There may be other universes beyond our own, each with its own story to tell. The truth is, we don't know. And that's part of what makes the universe so exciting. There's so much out there that we don't know, so many mysteries to solve. And we're lucky enough to be around to see it. So what do you think? What was the most surprising moment in the history of the universe? Let us know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to Universe Big Bang for more journeys through time and space. After all, the story of the universe is far from over.